Welcome back to Beyond the Gate. Don't forget to like this video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. Now let's return to Fairmont Crest, where relationships are tested, rivalries refuse to fade, and emotions are about to collide in unexpected ways. In the elegant and complicated world of Fairmont Crest, nothing ever stays peaceful for long. From the outside, the community looked as refined and orderly as ever. The manicured gardens, the polished homes, and carefully planned social gatherings all suggested a place where everyone knew their place and life moved with quiet predictability. But behind those beautiful gates, the truth was far more tangled. Friendships carried hidden tensions, old rivalries refused to fade, love blossomed in unexpected places, while secrets threatened to tear relationships apart. And during this stretch of time, several lives were about to become intertwined in ways that no one could fully control. A compromise would shake one marriage, a warning would test a budding romance, and someone in distress would seek comfort from the only person she trusted enough to reveal her fears. Fairmont Crest was once again on the edge of emotional upheaval. Danny Dupree had always been known for her strength. She was confident, decisive, and rarely willing to bend when she believed she was right. Those who knew her often joked that Danny's presence alone could command a room, but strength, as Danny was learning, didn't always mean standing firm. Sometimes true strength required compromise, and that realization came during a tense moment in her relationship with her husband, Andre Richardson. Their marriage had always been passionate, filled with love, but also strong personalities. Both Danny and Andrew were people who knew what they wanted and were not afraid to say it. Usually, they managed to balance each other out, but recently a familiar problem had begun creating friction between them. Bill Hamilton. Danny's past with Bill was complicated, and despite the years that had passed, his presence still seemed to cast a shadow over Danny's current life. Andrew had tried to remain patient about the situation. He understood that some history could never fully disappear. Still, the constant reminders of Danny's connection to Bill had begun to wear on him. One evening, the tension finally reached a breaking point. Andrew sat across from Danny, his expression serious but calm. "I needed to understand something," he said quietly, and Danny crossed her arms slightly, already sensing where the conversation might be heading. Andrew continued, "The situation with Bill, it keeps interfering with us." Danny's eyes flashed with a mix of frustration and concern. "Bill is part of my past," she replied. "I can't erase that." "I'm not asking you to erase it," Andrew said carefully, "but I'm asking for boundaries." The room grew quiet as Danny absorbed his words. Andrew wasn't demanding control. He was asking for reassurance. For the first time in a long while, Danny realized that this moment required something different from her usual determination. It required understanding. After a long pause, she spoke. "All right," she said slowly. "We will do it your way." Andrew looked surprised. Danny Dupree was not known for giving in easily, but this time she had chosen their marriage over her pride. Even so, the compromise left an uneasy feeling lingering in the air. Because in Fairmont Crest, even the smallest shift in a relationship could lead to unexpected consequences. Across town, another situation was quietly unfolding. One that involved concern, jealousy, and a warning that refused to be ignored. Kat Richardson had been watching something develop that made her increasingly uneasy. Izaiah Hawthorne's relationship with Eva Thomas. At first, Kat had tried to keep her opinions to herself, but that silence didn't last long. From Kat's perspective, Eva came with far too much emotional baggage. Not only was Eva complicated, but her mother, Leslie Thomas, had a long history of stirring up trouble. Kat had seen enough drama surrounding that family to believe one thing with certainty. Anyone who got close to them would eventually get pulled into the chaos. And now Isaiah was doing exactly that. What worried Kat even more was how quickly the relationship had grown. It wasn't casual anymore. Eva and Isaiah weren't simply spending time together. They had become a real couple, boyfriend and girlfriend. And from the outside, it looked like Isaiah was falling deeper into the relationship every day. Kat decided she couldn't stay quiet any longer. When she finally approached him, her tone was serious. Isaiah, we need to talk. He looked slightly surprised. Kat rarely sounded so intense unless something truly bothered her. What's going on? He asked. Kat didn't hesitate. It's about Eva. Izaiah sighed quietly. He had heard this before. Kat had already warned him more than once to keep his distance from Eva. Still, Kat pressed on. I just don't think she is good for you, she said firmly. Isaiah listened respectfully, but his expression remained calm. Kat, I know you are worried, he said, but you don't really know Eva the way I do. Kat folded her arms. And you don't see what I see. Isaiah raised an eyebrow. And what exactly do you see? Kat hesitated. Her feelings about Eva were complicated. Part of her concern was genuine, but another part of it came from something deeper. A long-standing rivalry between her and Eva, and even between their families. Kat had never fully trusted Leslie Thomas. And to be extension, she found it difficult to trust Eva. Still, she didn't want to admit that her personal feelings might be influencing her judgment. So she simply repeated her warning, just be careful. Isaiah nodded politely, but inside he already knew his decision. He cared about Eva and he wasn't ready to walk away from that. While Kat continued worrying about Eva, the young woman herself was dealing with a completely different kind of frustration. Eva Thomas loved her mother, but loving Leslie Thomas didn't mean she understood her. Leslie had always been unpredictable. One moment she could be charming and supportive. The next, she could create chaos that affected everyone around her. Recently, Leslie had begun clashing once again with the powerful Dupree family. And Eva feared the situation was spiraling out of control. She had tried to ignore it at first. After all, Leslie had recently done something that made Eva proud, standing confidently during a press conference connected to the Doug McBride Free Clinic. For a moment, Eva had believed her mother was finally moving towards something positive, but that optimism didn't last. Before long, Leslie was once again poking at the Duprees, stirring up tension and refusing to let old conflicts rest. Eva finally reached her breaking point. So guys, what do you think will happen next in Fairmont Crest? Will Dani's compromise strengthen her marriage with Andrew or create new problems? Will Isaiah listen to Kat's warning about Eva? Share your thoughts in the comments, like the video and subscribe to Beyond the Gate for more dramatic updates and stories.